right, so with Dark Ride, you know, like some of the other mini mazes, one of my personal favorites, and so it was an honor to kind of bring to you what we have in store. So you guys ready to hear what we have in store for 2019? I think so, right? Okay, so let's dive right into it. So for this year, for Dark Ride, we want to introduce to you 2 new rooms. And so as John opened up and talking about Dark Ride and how it's an abandoned carnival ride, what we're introducing to you for this year are 2 new rooms, undiscovered rooms that just recently was uncovered. And so what we want to bring to you, the first one is the surveillance room. And so it's kind of cool. I mean, you can see on the screen, if you look on the left-hand side, you'll see the what we had in the previous years and what we're doing for the new year. And it seem like it's a lot, but you know, if you go to the next slide, let's dive right into it. There's actually a lot of cool meat and potatoes in this one. So I know we sort of omitted a couple of lines in there.
Can't give it all away. It's been redacted.
Yeah, but what we're doing here is we're aiming for bringing a real huge interactive element to this portion of the maze, and that's a surveillance room. So just if you think of an abandoned carnival ride, obviously you would think of like a security room or a surveillance room. And so we uncovered a surveillance room, and some of the things that you'll find in the surveillance room is obviously the security cameras and old data technology like CRT monitors. You'll also see like wired keyboards and such. And so what we want to do is to try to, of course, obviously bring in the surveillance room. But the catch to this is that there is a whole level of crazy interactive elements in here, and it's all natural. And one of the things that we're known for, that every time John and I you know, work on projects, we're always thinking about Easter eggs. And so for those of you that have gone through the maze in previous years and noticed a few of the Easter eggs in the maze, this is we're kind of picking up where we left off with those Easter eggs. And without not letting too much out of the bag, there's a lot of elements in there from, you know, you could turn a key possibly, or maybe push a button, or find something in the room, and that room will interact with you. And you'll see a lot of ties into some of the elements of our other mazes, which is kind of cool. And you get a chance to kind of sort of see what that room would look like. You'll notice just, you know, as small as it is, it's definitely packs a lot of punch in there, and I think that you guys will have fun in there.
John, I'm just concerned that the phone in there was from like when I was a kid, and now it's vintage. So
I know.
It's a dark ride in my head, thanks.
And so the next room that we have is a gift shop. And so, I know,
exit
right?
through the gift shop, folks.
I know.
I don't know if you've ever heard of the Walt Disney Company.
Right, I know. Well, like,
I should clarify, it's not an actual gift shop. Yeah. No, that's okay. We'll sell some stuff, but we're not going to sell it there.
They'll still try to kill you, so it's okay.
We never miss a retail opportunity.
So what we wanted to do with that was to sort of wrap up the experience. So, you know, as you go through Dark Ride, you know, you go through all these different layers and different textures that the team created, and you know, obviously what we wanted to do was to finish up the experience. And obviously you're going in through an abandoned ride, like many other rides out there. You know, the ride ends with a nice little cool gift shop, right? And so that's something that that Eric, our producer, and Ken wanted to throw out, and they put together this crazy idea of putting together this gift shop. And so like the surveillance room, there's some interactive elements in here as well. But we really wanted to capture the essence of your experience coming to a close, you're ready to leave, and there's a different level of a tone that's in here. You know, for the most part, Dark Ride, it's very fluorescent, very bright. And so we wanted to sort of shift the gears on it and sort of bring it down a couple, and almost like a little juxtaposition of what you would experience throughout the maze and as you wrap up and end your experience. And so some cool elements, but you know, with that being said, without adding any cool new stuff to it, you know, and this slide right here is kind of will give you a little overview of what it sort of looks like. But with every new addition that we're bringing to our mazes at Knott Scary Farm, what we'd also like to introduce to you guys ready to see some new characters that we're introducing to you guys? Yeah? All right, so let's introduce to you Smiley Sam and Baby Fool.
Baby Fool's so good.
And you know, right? That's actually me. So selfie with the
Woke
shape
up
head.
this way.
Yeah. So with Smiley Sam and Baby Fool, one of the things that we love doing at Knott Scary Farm is throwing Easter eggs. And what we wanted to do is to recognize the whole idea that our mazes really are brought to life through our talent and brought to life through our mazes. And so, you know, we really wanted to capture and play into and introduce to everyone 2 new characters that you'll see at the final scene in the gift shop. And the first one obviously is Smiley Sam, and the second one is Baby Fool. With Smiley Sam, you know, she is, you know, a cashier that never had any clue that Dark Ride even closed, and so she's still trying to sell the last merchandise to everyone. And then, of course, you have you know, the whole concept of Dark Ride being an abandoned ride. Well, you know, for many reasons, you know, aside from it being abandoned, you know, there's also, unfortunately, a little baby that was abandoned with it as well. And this character is Baby Fool, who was raised by our carnies in the carnival ride and grew up to become Baby Fool. So,
Check out the slippers, though. I'm jealous of whoever gets to be that talent.
I know.
John, I like the idea that a couple with a new baby got off the ride and they're like, did we have something with us? No, we're fine, let's go. Gotta get to that parking lot.
I know. Well, at any rate, those are our 2 new characters, and we hope that you guys enjoy Dark Ride this year.
All right, well,
This sort of speaks to also what we've been doing. Not only have we been connecting the scare zones with the mazes so that they all kind of live in this common narrative, but the other thing we've been doing is, if we do have a returning maze, we keep plussing it. We sort of feel like it's never done. We always want to go back so that even if it returns, that we give you guys something new and exciting to look forward to. So, which I think is going to come up, yeah, thank you for coming back. We appreciate you all. So I think that's going to tie into what we're doing next too. Yeah.